Have you ever been in a relationship with an avoidant partner who seems hesitant to take the next step? Perhaps they avoid defining the relationship, resist future plans, or seem uncomfortable with emotional closeness. It can leave you wondering, why is commitment so hard for them? Is it something I'm doing wrong? The truth is, avoidants struggle with commitment isn't about a lack of love or care. It's about deep-rooted fears and emotional patterns that make vulnerability and dependence feel risky. In this video, we'll uncover why avoidants struggle with commitment, how it impacts your relationship, and what you can do to navigate this challenge in a healthy and empowering way. At its core, the avoidants' fear of commitment is rooted in their attachment style. Avoidants often grew up in environments where emotional closeness was overwhelming, inconsistent, or even painful. To protect themselves, they learn to associate independence with safety and intimacy with vulnerability. For an avoidant, commitment represents a potential loss of control or autonomy. They might fear being emotionally overwhelmed, losing their independence, or disappointing their partner. This fear isn't a reflection of how they feel about you. It's a response to their internal belief system, shaped by their past experiences. Avoidants also tend to view relationships through the lens of expectations and demands. When they perceive commitment as a set of obligations rather than a source of mutual support, it can trigger their instinct to withdraw. This doesn't mean they don't value the relationship. It means they need to redefine what commitment means in a way that feels less threatening. The avoidance difficulty with commitment can create a challenging dynamic in the relationship. You might feel like you're always pushing for more connection while they're pulling away, leaving you both feeling misunderstood. Their reluctance to define the relationship or engage in long-term planning can make you question their feelings and intentions, which can erode trust over time. This dynamic can also lead to an emotional tug-of-war. The more you seek clarity or closeness, the more they might withdraw, triggering frustration and insecurity on both sides. It's easy to interpret their behavior as indifference or rejection, but understanding their fears can help you approach the situation with empathy rather than frustration. Navigating an avoidant partner's fear of commitment starts with patience and self-awareness. Recognize that their reluctance isn't about you. It's about their own internal struggles. Shifting your perspective can help you approach the situation from a place of understanding rather than blame. Open and honest communication is key. Instead of demanding answers or pushing for immediate decisions, invite them into a conversation about what commitment means to both of you. For example, you might say, "I'd love to understand what commitment feels like for you and how we can create a dynamic that works for both of us." This approach creates a safe space for dialogue without triggering their defenses. Respecting their need for space is also important. Avoidants often need time to process their emotions and feel secure before taking significant steps in the relationship. By giving them room while maintaining your own emotional stability, you show that commitment doesn't have to mean losing independence. At the same time, it's crucial to express your own needs and boundaries. While patience is essential, your emotional well-being matters too. If their reluctance to commit leaves you feeling unsupported or unfulfilled, share your feelings in a calm and constructive way. For instance, you might say, "I understand that commitment can feel overwhelming for you, but it's important for me to feel secure and connected in this relationship. How can we work on this together?" While avoidant partners can grow and work through their fears, this requires effort and willingness on their part. If they're consistently unwilling to engage in conversations about commitment or make changes that support the relationship, it's worth considering whether the dynamic is truly meeting your needs. Love shouldn't feel like a constant struggle to prove your worth or earn someone's trust. If their fear of commitment creates a dynamic that leaves you feeling unvalued or emotionally drained, stepping back might be the healthiest choice. Walking away doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're choosing to prioritize your own happiness and emotional well-being. Avoidants struggle with commitment not because they don't care, but because it challenges their deeply ingrained fears and beliefs about intimacy. By understanding their perspective, approaching the relationship with empathy, and maintaining healthy boundaries, you can create a dynamic that feels more secure and fulfilling for both of you. And always remember, your needs and happiness are just as important as theirs. If you'd like to dive deeper into attachment styles and how they impact relationships, I've written several books that explore these dynamics and provide practical tools for building healthier connections. You'll find the links to those in the description below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your experiences or questions in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.